Hey everyone, it's Kaylee. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome back if you're not. I wanted to welcome you. I hope you enjoy all of the content that I produce. I publish new videos every Mondays and Thursdays. Just a little bit about me. I'm a writer. I'm an aspiring author. I'm working on publishing my first novel, which is a nonfiction novel called How Not to Be Just Another Freelancer. All about helping business owners become better freelancers, become, not just another statistic, but actually being successful in what they accomplish. I've also got another fiction book that's coming up, but I haven't officially announced that, so stay tuned for more information. This channel is all about helping writers and authors and everyone who wants to be in the writing or reading industry become better at the business side of it. It's to help you build your author platform. It's to help you build just kind of your corner in the online world. This channel is hopefully going to help you create an author platform, really establish your presence, really get a plan going for creating your stand as an author, as a writer. And this is kind of here to help you become just kind of the voice that your readers need to hear, the voice that your audience wants to hear. So I really hope you enjoy. Click the subscribe button down below. I'd love to have you join me every single week. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy this type of content, and I'll definitely produce more. And I really hope you enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that you're here. Today we're talking all about approaching your second draft. So you have finished the first draft. Congratulations! Yay! You have completed an entire book. That is not an easy task, and it is not something very many people do. I know in the world of writing that it seems like everybody's writing a book and everybody's finishing and everybody's doing all kinds of things. But to be honest, our population, our percentage of writers and people who have finished writing a book, it's very minimal. It is very small. So getting to this point in your writing career is a very big step. Make sure you take time to celebrate it, even if it's something as small as, going out to the movies or eating a dinner that you love, or, binge watching a few YouTube videos or something. But reward yourself, okay? Now we're moving on to actually approaching the second draft. Oh my god, this is gonna be so scary. Actually, it's not. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And this was a stage that I was very excited to get to, and then I got to that stage and I started doing that stage and I realized I don't like this stage. Not because it's hard, not because it's this big scary thing, but just because I like writing the first draft more than I like any other part of the process. Writing the first draft is where you create the story, and it's where I find that my strengths are the best, and I actually enjoy that. All of that aside, the second draft is something that a lot of people take a long time to get to. And I don't want you to approach this in a negative or scared or frustrated fashion. I want you to come to this with just some ease and some happiness and some excitement, because it's yay, it's so happy. So the way I did my second draft is actually in 2 to 3 parts. So the first part was I printed my manuscript. I printed my first draft. I actually went through my entire first draft and I wrote notes on it. Now, I did not write notes in my actual first draft printed copy. The reason being is because I was like, this is my first draft. I really want this to be sacred and not to have any notes, and just to be clear in a bound manuscript way. I don't really know why I thought that, but I did. And so what I ended up doing was going through the manuscript and taking notes in a separate notebook. course, still with the red pen, because why not? So what I went through is I went through all of that, wrote all of my notes, everything that I could see and think of, and it was just development notes. It was more of, does this chapter make sense? Do I need to add any more information? What is going on? Does it make sense? I mean, right now I'm writing a nonfiction book. If you have not heard, it is called How Not to Be Just Another Freelancer. Sign up for my newsletter down below on the link that says free content strategy template, because then you get one of those, as well as updates on that book. But that aside, I just went through and I was just looking at the big picture, at the chapters. Does it make sense? Is it an easy flow? Is there any information that I'm missing? Do I need to add anything else? That type of deal. And then the second part to it was that I went through and I made all of those changes in Scrivener, because that's where I actually write my books. So I took all of the notes that I had in that separate notebook and I implemented them into my draft in Scrivener. Oh, I hope that focus is okay. And then what I did was I'd end up printed out, and I printed out that copy. So that was my second draft. And then from there, I marked up the actual second draft, and I worked on developmental edits, grammar edits, sentence edits, paragraph edits, just kind of how it looks. And this one was messy. There's red pen all up and down all of these pages. That red pen got into that manuscript. It is still getting into that manuscript. But that's just kind of how I went through that process. Was I need a physical document to be able to understand and read and comprehend what I'm reading a little bit better. Not to say I don't comprehend stuff online, but it's just, I remember, I retain, I think I process, I learn better in a physical format. And so knowing that, I print a lot of copies. So I printed it, I read through it, I made notes, I updated it, and then I printed it again, so that way I can start on the third draft of that, where I actually shredded the document with my red pen. So when you approach your second draft, there are a couple things to keep in mind. One, how do you learn? How do you retain information? Are you a physical person? Do you like it online? Do you like reading it on a tablet? Does it need to be in a book form? What type of learner are you? Knowing this is going to make your entire life so much better. It's gonna make everything so much easier. You're gonna know why you can't, get through an entire podcast, because you're not an audio learner like me. I don't like audio. I don't like podcasts. I mean, I listen to some, like 2 or 3, because I love the person who's hosting the podcast, but that's about it, and I can barely get through those. And I'm a video learner. I like audio, I like visual, I like physical and seeing and all of that. So knowing how you learn, knowing how your mind and your body interact is going to help you make this the best draft you can. Because if you're sitting there trying to force yourself to do edits on a screen and you don't learn well on a screen, it's not going to be very fun or nice or anything. So stop forcing yourself to go into some type of stupid pity party editing process. It's not cool. We don't want any angsty artists around here. We want to be relaxed, popular, rich artists that, just throw a book out and go, here you go, here's the book. I don't really know. I promise I'm not high. It's just really late in my day and I'm tired. So we're going to get past that whole awkward scene. But my second tip is to take your time and really go through the draft in a way that makes sense to you. So if you come in and the first thing that you want to do is fix all of the grammar and spelling and sentence structures and all of that, because you won't be able to figure out what the developmental edits need to be until you fix all of that, then do that. That's okay. It's gonna be a little bit more time wasted in terms of, just your work output. You're gonna have to do a little bit more work on it. But that's okay. Like, if you need that type of editing structure, follow it. Nobody's over here telling you that it's wrong. Nobody's over here telling you that you can't do that. Do it. I'm telling you to do it. Do it. But if you want to do development edits first, then do it. Do that first, and then do the structure and editing. I mean, that saves a little bit more time, but as long as it works for you, do what works for you. Okay. So, we are learning how we're learning. We learn how we learn. Yes, because it makes sense. We are editing and broaching this draft in a way that works for us and makes us comfortable and happy and smooth and easy and fun and free and all kinds of things. Number 3, stop killing yourself. Just stop it. Because I know we talked about the first draft and how that one doesn't have to be perfect and how we would make the next ones perfect. But this draft doesn't have to be perfect either. It doesn't. All you're doing is making it just a little bit better. Just make it a little bit smoother, a little bit easier to read. And then the next draft that you do is going to be even better. And then the next one after that is going to be even better. Now, I'm not in any way, shape, or form advocating you do 9 different edits, because at that point you may be procrastinating a little bit, unless it's one of those intense, crazy, long science fiction stories, and then I don't even know how you do those things. Just I don't know. So if your story is getting to the point where you're nitpicking on whether or not you need a comma in the sentence, you need to let the story go. You need to start working on publishing it and stop focusing on the nitpicking and the editing. Okay? That is where we're going to end today, because I've got no more words for this topic, and adding more words would just be even more weird than I've already made this entire video. I'm sorry for all of you. Don't worry, I'm okay. I don't know if you will be after watching this. I feel bad. I'm sorry. Okay, well, we're going to end this before it gets any more weirder. Have a bright and colorful day. Keep writing, and I'll see you guys all next time. Well, that's all, folks. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm so excited that you stuck around until the end. I really hope you come back. My videos post again every Monday and Thursday. Ring the little notification bell down by the subscribe button down there. If you want to get notified that I publish new stuff or when I publish new stuff. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment down below or shoot me an email, authorknj@gmail.com. I posted all of that information down below because it's super easy for you. I'm so glad you joined me today. I'm so thankful for everyone watching. Please feel free to come back, and I hope you all have a beautiful, bright, and colorful day. Enjoy! Bye!